Looking for a way to get healthy? The Chef You and I program has the answer. Kathryn, Raaker, and chefs from around the nation will teach even the most inexperienced how to cook. Come into their kitchen and watch them take ordinary foods with loads of calories and fat and turn those foods into healthier dishes. You will be the first to get tips and ideas on foods that are easy to prepare. Now let's join Kathryn and today's chef and learn how to make today's recipes.
Hi, this is Kathryn Raaker of The Chef You and I want to welcome you to The Chef You and I today in our new kitchen, and I want to introduce my friend, Chef Marty Schultes.
Well, Chef's going a little bit far,
but you're a great cook.
Assistant.
Great cook that has been with me on many, many shows, and this is our first show in our brand new kitchen.
It's gorgeous.
Do you love it?
I love it.
Absolutely. And we are also going to talk a little bit later about how we're going to do our table and chairs for guests. The Valspar Company gave us paint to do an old, it could be old, it could be, it could be new and you're not liking the color of it. But it's really easy paint that you can redo a chest, table, chairs, whatever. And that's what we're going to do.
All right, do it yourself.
So we'll do that later in the show.
Okay.
So, but what we're going to do today is some things for the holidays. And, I love acorn squash, don't you?
You know what? Here's an interesting thing. I've never had acorn squash, so I'm really excited about this because this is something I probably wouldn't buy at the store because I've never had it. I don't know how to cook it or anything, so I'm excited to learn how to do this.
It's kind of a nutty squash. It has a really nutty kind of flavor.
Which I like.
And it's so simple to do. And what we're going to do, the first thing that we're going to do is I need you to seed those first.
Okay, well, that I know I can probably do.
Yeah, you can seed those first for me. And I'm going to cut up this onion. I'm not going to use all of it. I'm just going to use a piece of it. And we're going to use actually Italian pork sausage in this recipe, which I'm really, really excited about. And we're going to use quinoa. Which is so good for you. And if you've never tried it, it's really simple to make. You just boil it. You wash it until it's clear. While it's dry, you do it in a strainer. And then what you do, this is the cool part. Then you put it in 2 cups of water, 2.5 cups of water, and you boil it until it's done, maybe about 10 or 15 minutes at the most. But watch it because it can burn very easy. I almost did that today. So that's kind of what we're doing. Well, here's my recipe, which I really, really like. It's just chopped up wonderful onions, and we're going to add that to our sausage, right? Actually, some people use chorizo, but because it's got garlic in it, and I can't eat garlic, and I want to taste it today, so we're going to do that. So we're going to brown these onions up and make them kind of translucent.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to take these wonderful squash, and after you're done with that, what we're going to do is you're going to take it and I've got 2 tablespoons of olive oil here.
Okay.
And you're going to spread it around all of the acorn squash.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Because then we're going to bake it, and this part of it goes face down onto the wonderful baking pan that we have right here. And then we're going to bake that for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
And then it will be tender, and then you can actually add our filling that we're going to add next. So if you would do this first.
Yeah, this reminds me, it has a consistency, a little bit of pumpkin. I'm so excited to do this because, like I said, this is something I normally wouldn't buy because I would be intimidated by what to do with it.
Do you know how much that was? A pound? 40 cents a pound.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it's
how
really
inexpensive
good.
is that?
No, that's so good. So get it all the way around there. Nice. And then you can just...
The inside, or would you
put a little bit in the
little
inside.
bit on the inside,
and just put it down
face down is how they go. Okay,
right. And then you're going to put them in the oven, and you're going to put them in the oven for 20 minutes at 425.
Oh, okay. So that's higher than normal.
Yeah,
than I would normally.
That's going to cook them really fast.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're going to be tender, but just a little bit of. You want a little bit of not so soft that you can't put the filling in. Mm-hmm. Okay, but they're so delicious. Actually, I love them.
Orange vegetables are so good for you,
Yeah, they are
too,
good for you. You know, and I like spaghetti squash. Have you ever tried spaghetti
Now
squash?
that I have, and I do like that.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
So what
Okay,
we're going to
we're all
use
good
for
here.
our filling is some sweet Italian sausage. So
We're
I want
ready
you
to
to
go.
put those in the
Go ahead and
oven.
get them
We
in.
preheated the oven to 425. Put them in there, and in a few minutes they'll be done.
All set.
So in the meantime, what we're going to do, Marty, is we are going to take our skillet. Hold on a minute. We just want to move this out of the way.
Yeah.
If you'll put that out of the way. And then we're going to take this over here. Okay. And then we're going to brown these in the electric skillet. I'm going to turn that back on.
All right.
And just brown these babies up. And it makes it really simple. I got to turn it on. Hold on. Okay. All right. So it should go on there.
Go ahead and get those.
And actually, I found this wonderful recipe, actually. I changed it a little bit in the Good Housekeeping fall issue. And we're making a whole bunch of different things out of it. I made a berry pie. Oh, was it good. So our next show, we'll do that one. If you like berries, that is. So we'll just cook that for a few minutes.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese, shredded Parmesan cheese to it. And our quinoa. And the quinoa is right over here. And we're going to add that.
Already all done.
Now,
and stuff. Well, that
believe
good.
it or not, Mart, this is 1 cup.
Wow.
That's a lot. Don't you think? So we're going to do 1 cup of this. And I have quite a few of these because we're going to serve these for a bunch of people. You could do this for Thanksgiving.
How pretty would that be?
Or Christmas, because Thanksgiving is past. So now we're going to do Christmas. And this could be a nice Christmas, you know,
Would that be a beautiful
holiday
dish to take with you?
Oh, yeah,
That
this would be
beautiful.
great.
It'd be kind of impressive to take.
Yeah, everybody would love you if you did that. Don't you think?
Now that I know how to do the
Now
acorn
you know how to
squash.
do it, right? So, and you know, the spices are already in the sweet Italian sausage, so I'm going to add a little bit of cheese to this. And then I'm going to put some cheese on top of.
Oh, okay.
So, because you're going to bake these again, okay?
All righty.
So, now these recipes will be up on our website. And you know, we're on the Foodie TV network now. And you can go up and register.
Oh, okay.
And when you go on the foodietv.com, you just go to the right side and register. And then you can ask the chefs or anything. And then you go to the chef and host, and you'll see me up there. Just scroll down, and you'll see us, and then you see everything. But you can also go on to our Chef You and I site. And we're on TBN. We're on TBNK. We're on so many different channels now, which is, and people call me up and say, I saw Marty.
So Marty assisting.
No. You've done a lot.
Well,
I think
it's
this
kind
is
of
fun.
nice to be with somebody who really knows how to cook, too, you know, and tries different things. Because I tend to get stuck in a rut a little bit with things, you know, making the same thing. So it's so nice to be outside of that, to see other things and how they're made. You know?
Right. You know, quinoa is, you know, I learned from another chef how to make quinoa. And at first I wasn't sure if I liked it or not, but, you know, I love it. And I love couscous. Have you tried that?
I have had that.
That's really good. So what do your kids really like more than anything else, Mart?
To eat normally? Oh, you know, they like stews. They like chilies. They like... they cringe every time I say we're having chicken. Oh, not chicken again. Well, I love chicken. So,
do you know, have you done it with Parmesan cheese and mayonnaise? Have you done that? With the Hellmann's mayonnaise? All you do is you take your chicken breast, you really bang it down and make sure it's real thin. Then you take and put a couple tablespoons of Hellmann's mayonnaise in a cup like this, and then you add Parmesan cheese to it, and then you spread it on top of the breast.
Oh, wow.
Put it in the oven. It's delicious.
Oh,
Your
I bet
girls
that's
will
tender
love it.
too.
And it's really tender. It keeps it really moist. So what are you making for the holidays for your family?
Well, I'm going very traditional. We always make a turkey, and I cook my turkey upside down. Actually,
upside down.
I have always cooked it upside down so that all the juices stay in the breast meat. Because my kids don't really like the dark meat. I like the dark meat, but that way it stays really nice
Well,
and juicy.
we're gonna try that this year. How about
And
that?
it's just, my mom had a recipe for bread dressing that I still use. You get out, you get the bread the night before and get it all.
Do it all. I do
Yeah.
it with raisins and everything else.
Oh, okay. Now, I don't put anything really, a little bit of sage in mine, that. And
okay.
cranberries, mashed potatoes, the whole 9 yards. Dessert's my favorite, so.
Well, we'll talk about that on the next break. But we have to take a break, and we'll be right back on The Chef You and I
Great.
with Kathryn Raaker and Marty Schultes. And we're baking and cooking for the holidays.